And you get a message that says, "We've arrived. Do you have the cargo still?"
Yeah, he shoots him a message back that says cargo still secure on ship.
Good. We'll be there in a minute. Please prepare the cargo for transport.
I think he doesn't respond to that one, but he does go to just check on Amelia to like inform her that she's about to be transferred.
Yeah. So when you head up to the cargo bay number 3, and when you get there, you see that Amelia is standing. She's got some things packed, and she's staring like at the floor, kind of like into like that stare that she has, and she's used it a couple times where she's just like looking through the ship at something.
Mm.
Um, and she says, "I thought you said she would stop."
Oha. Ah, yes. She wasn't after you. There was a bit of an incident, and unless I'm mistaken, that's past.
She cast a wide net. She's lucky it didn't catch me.
An oversight. There was danger.
Does it have to do with the 3 men who boarded the ship previously?
Did you sense them? Or somehow else?
Neko told me.
Ah, what else did Neko tell you about them?
They smelled funny. Tainted. They have death on their hands.
We all do, Amelia.
My hands are clean.
You must sleep well thinking that.
No. My hands are clean because there is no one of any importance.
I think I think Oscar has like a really grim chuckle at that, like a genuine grim chuckle, and he just says, uh, "Amelia, your transport is en route. Did I need to tell you that?"
Yes, Neko cannot go outside the ship.
Soon then.
Good.
Will it take you more than a couple minutes to gather your things?
I am ready to go now.
Shouldn't be any more nets cast. You're free to come wait for them if you wish. Otherwise, I'll direct them to your quarters, so to speak.
No. This is not a very defensible location, in case they wish to harm me.
You suspect they may.
I have tried before.
Why?
There are times when things were out of my control.
Clarify. Indulge me.
The orange antidote. It makes my mind my own.
Ah. You were outside your own control.
No. Just makes me not want to harm them.
Hmm. I suppose we will see what they intend.
Yes. And it has been too long since I've had some fun with them.
He sh- shakes his head just slightly. Uh, he, Amelia does not cease to amaze him, and he just shakes his head just a little, like to no one in particular, least of all her, and he just reiterates, "Well, they'll be here shortly. We'll see you down by the dock."
Yeah, I think for the first time she just like turns and looks at you. She just nods.
Mm-hmm.
So do you tell anyone else on the ship, Oscar, that like the cargo is getting picked up?
Yeah, I think he sends just a text to the crew to say, we're wrapping up the business with our official mission, and Amelia is being transferred. Expect, expect an escort here for her shortly. I think maybe somewhere in there is like whatever code language he and Fortune have established that means like maybe be sure to have a gun.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Like don't be far.
Yeah. Be in the area.
Yeah, like so yeah, he does inform the crew that transfers happening. Don't flip out when people show up.
Yeah. Oha probably says to herself in a room, only Dr. Fisher could give such a heads up.
Yeah.
So a few moments later, Amelia descends down to the ramp area in Cargo Bay 1, and she sits cross-legged on the floor with her little pack. And you see that what she does is she actually begins taking items out of her pack. Some of the weird, like, ornate weapons and stuff are like being laid out very systematically in front of her. And as she does that, she categorizes each one. And clearly, they have a specific order because at one point she probably like picks one up, puts one in its place, and then puts that one next to it. Um, and they're all laid out in front of her. And then when she's done, she simply folds her hands in her laps and her eyes close, and she, like, almost in like a meditative posture, stares at the ramp when it will descend.
Yeah, Oscar just kind of is standing, not quite at attention, but you know, it's he understands it's a little enough time that he can kind of just wait.
Yeah, absolutely. Fortune, are you there? Or Dr. Fisher, are you there?
I'm probably in my workshop,
Mm-hmm.
which is I think in the cargo bay.
It sure is, yeah.
So I just kind of poke my head out of the cargo bay and I go, "Everything good?"
He, slight shrug, I guess.
Well, I'll be right in here. And I duck my head back inside.
Yeah, in case you need me.
Yeah. Acknowledged.
So this is probably right as Go-Go you're like leaving the bar. Do you try and like hurry back or anything?
I think Gogo knows time is of the essence, so like on her walk back to the ship, she already is pulling out her other data pad, the one that she was trying to friggin' use earlier, the jailbroken one. And already sends off her email to the doctor.
Okay, cool. What does that email say?
Most likely something along the lines of Dr. Zinnia, right? Why can we never remember her name? Fuck.
Zinnia. Dr. Zinnia.
Because
Zinnia,
she's unimportant after this.
Well, she doesn't exist currently as an NPC. She's just a name, but anyway. Very cryptically, I think she says something like, I have a new project for you. A very special case in need of your personal expertise. Most certainly has the potential to advance your research, and success would mean even higher esteem for you. I decided to come to you first, requested by a friend, but there's a ticking clock. This offer expires in 12 hours. And then down at the bottom it says, and yes, if I have access to this email, you bet I have access to your other things. Look forward to hearing from you. And then just says like XOXO at the bottom.
Yeah,
she sends
absolutely. Cool. So, Dr. Fisher, what about you? Do you care?
I mean, for some reason that's actually not all too clear to Dr. Fisher, he's pissed off everyone.
Aw, poor Dr. Phil.
You're not on Oscar's shit list. I want to be clear about that. And he told you that. He's just saying, don't make him regret it.
Anytime somebody says, don't make me regret it, you're pretty pissed off. And he certainly knows that Oha's pissed off.
Oha is a different matter, and he's not speaking for her right now.
So you think that's just Dr. Fisher's way of thinking? Look, I haven't hunted like psychics down, and I haven't put you in direct danger. So why are you angry at me?
Yeah, seems totally fair.
So I'm just hiding out.
Okay.
Until
so eventually, Oscar, you see, so you see 6 individuals that are walking towards the ship, and the in the head is like a tall. He's human, and he's got like dreadlocks that kind of fall down about halfway down his back, and you can tell just by the way he walks that he's armed. It's very clear that he's got a shoulder-strapped weapon of some sort. But he doesn't appear to be walking aggressively or doing anything like that. And flanking him are 2 individuals who appear to have almost a too steady gait. You can measure that each one of their steps is almost exactly 30 inches every time they step. And there are 4 other individuals who appear to be they're kind of wrapped up in they almost kind of look like sand people, right, from Star Wars, where they're kind of like their whole bodies are kind of wrapped up a little bit. And as they approach the ramp, and you're viewing this all through the camera, you see the individual, he kind of like looks around and he sees a little panel and he goes up to it and he says, "We're here to pick up the cargo."
He says nothing, but he opens up the
Yeah, so the ramp descends, and the individuals walk up, and as they do, they kind of look around. Their eyes fall on Amelia and fall on you, and one of them, the head guy, he comes up to you and he extends his hand to shake. He's like, "It's a pleasure. I'm glad you were able to retrieve it."
It.
Yes. The cargo. It's a shame
Yes, was no small task.
Shame it's not all here.
The other, you mean?
Aye. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Dead before we possibly could have gotten to it. Nothing to be done there.
To be honest, I'm surprised you're not dead.
Been through worse.
Volatile this cargo is.
Not toward me.
Well, it's clear maybe there's something about you. Doesn't matter. Boys, secure the cargo. And you see that the four men, they begin to approach Amelia, and as they get closer, they kind of like surround her. She's still sitting like meditating. And Fortune, they're actually kind of close to you as well. Like they're kind of back by your workshop. And they begin to take out insta panels, and they're like extending them, and they begin to like mesh them together to form like a crate.
That quite necessary.
Crate it is. We have enemies everywhere. Wouldn't want them seeing what we're delivering. Also, this will help keep the cargo in check.
Not from what I've seen, but at least to keep her covered.
To be fair, well, we know a bit more about this.
Maybe you've brought tougher insta panels than I'm used to.
I can't give away all of my secrets. And when he says that, he kind of walks about halfway in between you, and he looks and he says, "Are you safe?" And Amelia kind of opens her eyes, and she looks at him. She cocks her head, and she goes, "Yes, I'm quite safe. You are not. I do not recognize you." And he replies with, "Aye, well, your father sent me. We're going to be taking it to him. Look, we've got some of this here." And he reaches into his pack and he pulls out more of like the IV bags, the purple one and the blue one and the orange one. And he kind of like shakes them to show them to her. And that seems to like relieve her concern. She kind of looks and she nods. And she clambers into the box, and it's clear now she laid out all her weapons so that they could not be with her when she gets into the box. It's clear she's done this before. And so the four men that are boxing her up, they grab all of them, and kind of, categorize them. They put them back in the pack, and they secure them. And then they take Neko, who kind of like can't reach up over the crate. They pick him up and they put him in there. And then they secure, and you can hear like almost like an air escaping, like a vacuum, like a tss, as the box seals. And when that happens, the four men kind of lift it up they have a grab sled probably with them, and they put the box on the grab sled and they begin to take it out. And as they reach over to you, Oscar, the boss guy, he kind of looks at you and he says, "Well, it was a pleasure doing business with you. And as agreed, here's the credits we owe." And you see he begins hits a couple buttons on his compad, and he begins like a transfer. I don't think we agreed on a number of credits beforehand, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So the number that
if
you
we
read,
did, it was like 4 months ago, and I don't remember.
So on the compad before he hits like transfer, it says 10,000.
Man, does that even cover the ship? Doesn't matter if that's what we agreed on, then.
Yeah, but Fort's not there. Damn it.
Well, you're kind of there, but not there. So as the credits transfer over, he's like, "Make sure you have confirmation." So you pull out like the ship fund, and there's the credits sitting there. I assume you give him like a nod.
Yeah, I think he says, cargo's intact. Ship took quite a bit of unavoidable damage, though, getting it out.
I apologize. It's 20,000. It's 10,000 for each piece of cargo.
Okay.
That's a bit better.
Yeah. Sorry. I knew I had the number 10,000 in my head for some reason, but now I remember what it was for.
All right. Rest of the crew, does that number no longer give me pause?
I mean, Fortune's always going to argue for more money, but if you're happy with that.
It's because he's fortunate.
That'll cover costs of repairs and probably.
How much does that leave us, like, net?
Well, how much was it per hit point?
It's 1,000 per hit point, and we're 12,000 to cover.
Don't have to pay that anymore.
Yeah, I know. Well, they don't know that.
Fair.
It's true.
That's
It's
You didn't
12
tell anybody
point.
that.
We would have 8,000 left over
Correct.
if
After
we
s-
were to pay for the ship's repair.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
Which would then be, then be split. And
Split 4 ways, but I'll get
it's a
2,000.
reasonable. Yeah, it's a reasonable deal.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. I think if that's the case and that's what they originally agreed on, risks would have been discussed previously, so
Yeah.
it's fine. He sees the confirmation and he nods, says as much, and he reaches out his hand again to shake hands with the guy, and I'm assuming he does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and when he does that, he says, mission earned. It'll cover the ship, be a little bit extra. If you could, though, be very curious to speak with her father.
Yes, I would assume. Well, he's a very secretive man. You might understand.
The
The things that he does probably don't sit well with most.
And he says, sitting well or not, will be in a position to need whatever allies I can get in the next months. Tell him Raimondi has an interest in him.
I will do. And Oscar, roll me a perception check, please, with wisdom. Holy shit, what happened?
What do you mean?
The grid is crazy.
You broke the grid. Oh god.
Nope.
Not again.
Not like this.
Not like
That's
this.
been like that for me for a while. I just resized my map and it fixed itself.
Oh no, it just
Oh.
did
No,
No, that grid.
that wasn't me.
it for me. Not this
Back to
time.
small.
Hold on.
Yay!
Great. So I got a 9.
Yeah, hold on. Fixing. Why are you doing that? Why are you like this? Why is it only when I have hexes? God damn it. So angry.
Whoa.
Oh, that's tiny.
Sorry.
That's so
We can
funny.
make 20 jumps. Let's go.
Okay, I see what's going on. It's going to be small for right now.
30 planet
Don't
jump.
just ignore it. So with your 9, Oscar, you notice that the two tall, burly, kind of mechanically moving individuals behind you, you hear like a servo, like, and then you hear a and as you spin around, you see that these two individuals, you can see them now very clearly. They're basically more cybernetics than they are human at this point. And
Sure.
each of them have extended a combat blade out of the top of their wrist. It's like a flat blade. And you see that the individual who's shaking your hand, like literally right now, he turns and his eyes go wide. And he says, "Hi, what is this?" And you hear a voice through one of the cyborgs. You're not sure if it's the cyborg speaking or something else because it's very kind of mechanical sounding. And he says, "Raimondi is the enemy. We do not need dealings. Dispose of them."
I would like to make the argument that this is going to trip Oscar's spidey sense.
I would also think that is true.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pay the toll so it stays up.
Yep.
Okay.
So, rewind
so
60 seconds
you
back.
want to rewind that too.
Yeah. So the rewind is he's sending you the transfer. And he hits transfer. And you see this, like, vision.
Yeah, so I see them, like, drawing the blades out and doing that.
Yeah, you see everything I've described, but now you're back at, 20,000 credits. And he's like walking up to shake your hand.
Huh. Yeah, you know what? Oh, fuck. I think he wants this guy's take on the situation bad enough that he's gonna let this play out. But can I argue that I at least like can I use that to at least buy first turn order?
Sure, I think you can
Basically,
have first turn order, or you can alert the party.
I'm pretty good at rolling initiative.
Yeah.
I
knowing like so the party knows that they get,
Yeah.
because otherwise all of these guys basically you're gonna get a surprise round before the rest of the party even gets to go. So basically you can either get your own surprise round or
I get the sense that the guy who just paid me is not an enemy in this present moment.
Yeah, so like it's clear that he was surprised when it happened.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I didn't completely misunderstand that.
Nope.
Yeah,
It's very clear that he was surprised when it happened.
Yeah, so he rewind to right after Oscar actually says that to him about wanting to make contact.
Yeah.
And then gets that glimmer, and he, before they pull their swords out, says over comms, situation, come out, and then, begins to turn around to deal with them.
I can't wait to see Fortune just bust out like 2 laser rifles on each hip, just like mowing people down, because it's gonna be great.
No, yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna amend that. What he says is not the one behind me.
Was it only 3 people that came with him?
No, so there's 6 total individuals. 1 was the leader, 2 were these cybernetically enhanced dudes, and there were 4 like grunts that were like carrying the box.
Cool.
Yeah. So you should be able to see them now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how this goes down is, alerts the party.
So,
Their blades like extend, and they turn to you and they say engage. Now, let me move this guy up because he was the guy who was shaking your hand. He kind of looks surprised and he's
Sure.
like, he kind of turns and he looks and he's like, what do you mean? The grunts, however, know the voice of their master, and they are enemies in this scenario. So
we got paid. Fuck it.
yep, you got paid.
Yeah, I want answers.
We have to leave this planet before I get to see this doctor.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna lose my shit.
It's fine.
No, really
It's
though,
fine.
I'm gonna lose my shit.
It's fine.
I mean, aren't we also going to have to stay here for a couple of days to get the shit?
It's
fixed?
fine.
Yeah, apparently. Doesn't matter.
Well, that's not the best roll I could have done. I should have warmed up my dice.
So
Whoa.
Damn!
Whoa.
nicely done. Set all these guys. Go. I put you there so you could see. Obviously, I will get you into the fight when it would be appropriate.
If it lasts that long.
Okey-dokey.
Yeah, what Fortune said. I don't know what these guys' names.
Also, to be fair, that would actually be Gogo's reaction to that comm. Like, guys, don't fuck this up. I need to stay on this planet.
Is that like
Uh,
what you're screaming over
Yes,
the comm
as
system?
I'm like running back from the freaking bar right after I sent the
What
now?
now?
email over comms, like motherfucker.
I think it just says my name, so I don't think this will spill anything. But if it does, I apologize. Okay, good. Perfect. There was a spoiler moment that might have happened there, but it didn't, so it's great. Good. Roll for this guy, just because he's in the initiative order. He's got to decide what he's going to do.
Uh-huh.
He's appropriately at a 3. I'm going to give him a behind round. Did I clear? I did not, but the only thing on there is Freddie McFreaky, so everything's fine.
So this guy heard the whole exchange, though. Like Raimondi is the enemy.
Mhm. Yeah,
And all-
absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
because that's kind of important for him to interpret this.
Yeah, Fisher and Gogo, you guys want to roll initiative?
Oh, I didn't realize.
I mean,
I
no.
thought you were waiting.
No.
Fisher's gonna pretend that he's like in the shower or something.
Fisher's
Like
just tied in
he's
the
not
med bay the
at
whole
his
time.
comped,
Yeah, you
and
appropriately
that's
rolled a 2.
probably reflective of it.
Yep. Okay, cool. So, Oscar, being the 11,
Yeah.
you get to go first and react.
Who do I assess to be the biggest threat? Like those
so-
guys have monoblades.
Yeah, they have these big, thick monoblades that have descended from the gauntlets. You can tell they're very heavily cybernetically enhanced. The grunts are just grunts. Like, they don't really have... Actually, I'll tell you exactly what they have. Yeah, all they have are sidearms. A couple of them have some pistols. There's probably like one guy that's got a submachine gun that's kind of like, a small, tiny little thing.
Okay. So we're not even talking about stuff that's gonna scratch Oscar.
I mean,
If they're SMGs.
yeah, probably. I assume you're in your armor.
Yeah, for this trade-off, he's in his suit.
Sure.
So
Yeah, probably not going to scratch
Okay.
you.
yeah, I think
It's clear
He's
they
gonna-
weren't. It's clear these guys weren't coming for a fight.
I think he's gonna just deal with the he almost feels bad killing the grunts because they're kind of just responding to whatever. He's gonna go after the guy immediately
Yeah.
north of him.
Absolutely.
Take a swing at him.
Also, I realized the problem.
What do they have for AC?
So those guys have an AC of 5.
God damn, that's sad.
That was a bad roll, though. To be fair.
That was a
Yeah.
fucking awful roll.
Yeah. So you swing around. It's
So-
probably like, even though you
Yeah.
knew it was coming, it's still like a little jarring that they're just like already attacking you and you're thrown off.
Yeah, it's tight quarters, and he's trying to swing this big
Yeah.
dumb thing around.
Exactly.
So yeah, he's gonna make an attack, and then he's gonna fall back just slightly here.
Sure. Absolutely.
You know, if I can, I think I'm gonna shout. Did I even get this guy's name?
Yeah. Let me get his name for you. And by that, let me put in random name generator.
Rando Calrissian.
Wow, that's a good one actually.
That is great.
Yeah, his name
That's-
is
Anytime we play Cards Against Humanity, we always throw in like. Do you guys ever do that when you play? You put in a random card, and then they keep score as a player, and if they win, everyone feels really dumb and unfunny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay.
Really?
Yeah, his name is Hajier, by the way.
Yeah. So I think Oscar takes a swing at the cybernetic guy, and takes a step back, and he says, "Hazir, you don't know these Meng very well, do you?"
Yeah, and so before he can respond, he's still trying to evaluate the situation. The cyber guards, they charge you with their
Sure.
mana blades, because that's what they do.
But don't we get to go first?
No, they would have gotten a surprise round if Oscar hadn't warned you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they're going to attack with their cyber-mounted monoblades. 2 of them on you, Oscar. What's your AC?
1.
Wow. Lol.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and
Oh.
deflect
So do you want
the
to
one that did hit.
do you want me to re-roll it, or do you just want to use that as a deflect and I just roll again?
Use that as a deflect. That's a 1.
What?
Either way, I get to roll again. Like,
Yeah. So you just roll that particular attack again, the one that hit.
okay, it hits again.
Whew. Less damage. Okay.
Yeah, so you take the less damage, but you still get hit. Right?
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Man,
Okay, yeah.
These guys are champs.
Yeah. No, they actually are. So yeah, the one just like, in fact, you even think that the first one was like, or the second one was fainting, right? Like, they work in tandem really, really well, and they kind of swing in on you, and one of them catches you in the side, and you can feel it pierce, and you can get the sensor warnings inside your HUD that your carapace has been pierced.
Mm-hmm.
So
Get the vac suit, like Half-Life
yep,
damage sustained.
yep, exactly. So these guys all take up positions, and their only target is you, Oscar, because technically
Yeah.
Fortune's still like in his workshop. Imagine there's like cubicle walls up there or something. And so they don't really have anything that can hit you, but I'm gonna roll just for fun, just to see how badly you Iron Man it. So AC of 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots, 4 shots. Nope. Yeah, so they just like bounce off of everything. Fortune, your turn.
So I'm sorry, Oscar, but Jordan, Are these visible? Can I see over these?
No. Let me. You know what? Let me. Typically, let me check. Because you guys have empty crates that just kind of sit in the cargo bay to like keep goods in.
Well,
They're storage containers.
Yeah. There you go.
that changed my plans, Oscar. Sorry.
That's okay. I don't even know that you're here yet. And if they're not targeting Boss Man there, my plan is going to change dramatically next turn. So
you run up behind that guy, Fortune?
Not run. I casually walk up behind him.
Yeah, of course. And what do you do to him?
I need an AC bonus.
His AC is whoopsie doopsie daisy. His AC is 7.
That's an interesting AC bonus.
How does
I
one
gotta
put that
type
into
all that in.
Holy
I do that.
shit! Yeah, you literally put it up against his head, and he just dies.
I tap on his shoulder, and I'm like, "Hi."
Yeah, he just immediately gets in like a bunch of holes in his head.
Yep.
Fantastic. Go. Can you roll me I think the physical effect save is appropriate here, because you're trying to like run back to the ship.
Oh, goody.
After a couple of pinks.
After a couple of pinks.
Ugh. Which made me want to throw it without, never mind now the fact that I'm running.
Yeah, no, and it's literally like heavy Pepto-Bismol in your gut now.
Holy shit, I passed.
Holy shit, yeah. So
Damn.
you can get to see the ship. I don't think you can see through the airlock. Is the airlock actually separate? Was I that smart? I was not that smart. So you can see through the airlock, and you can see that there's at the top of the ramp there is a guy who's got like, you see he's kind of like his hands are up in like kind of like the what the hell is going on motion, but you can't see a whole lot else. But you can hear gunfire going off.
So in terms of, what direction is he facing in regards to me?
So
Like, do I
he's
see his back, or
yeah.
do I?
So you can see like he's port or what's the name? I had a really good name for this. That's his side is facing you.
Okay.
What's the word for it? Profile. He's profile to you.
Got it.
Yeah,
okay.
and he's right here. He's like 22 meters away or whatever.
Okay.
He doesn't appear aggressive at this moment, but you can see that he's armed.
But not in his hands, right?
Right.
Solid
Yeah, not in
aside.
his hand.
Okay. I think Gogo's not going to make her presence known quite yet, because she has no idea what the fuck is happening. So I think she's going to just kind of like move up.
Yeah,
Let's see.
you can just move up like 10 meters if you want.
Okay, so that isn't going to be quite there. Yeah, she's just going to move up and kind of like stay against the wall of the ship.
You have your rocket launcher out?
I don't think I brought my rocket launcher with me to the club. I mean, just a thought.
No?
They might appreciate that there, but maybe not. I don't
So,
know.
hey, Jordan, before we go back through the full turn order, I missed an opportunity.
Oh, yeah, you want to
when
attack
that guy
again?
attacked. Yeah, since
go
it
for it.
doesn't actually impact anything.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, since
Out
you
of
already got
order
to go. Yep.
Yeah. Where is... There we go.
And their AC is 5.
Shoot. Well,
Oscar, we're back to the drawing board. You're just missing everything again.
he's gonna get him.
Dr. Fisher, you hear, like, you get the message, right? And then you begin to hear, like, gunshots ricochet in the cargo bay.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Just for one question, am I supposed to be this small?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, just I don't know the layout of the ship well enough. Is it that way? Okay.
Yes.
Well,
see, so I've turned Advanced Fog of War on, so once you guys go around once now, you'll have it all discovered.
Yeah.
That wasn't previously on this map, so that's actually what messed up all the grid and shit too, because I was messing with that. That's what fucked up.
All right. Yeah.
We already did health recovery, Gogo. You're at what you would be at.
But I thought it's been okay. Never mind.
It's been 3 days.
Yeah, this is the day you've landed.
Yeah, you would only recovered whatever 3 health you would have recovered while in flight.
Yeah.
Transit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now you recover more health, obviously, when you guys get the ship fixed and stuff. But yeah, cool.
I'll also be able to buy a bunch more medkits now that we're actually on a habitable planet.
True. Why won't you let me select this? This airlock opens in front of you, obviously, so you can go around.
Yeah, I'd dash.
Yeah, sure. And the elevator is open. You can walk across it.
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
Or no, even better. You do that awkward thing where you click on the button a bunch of times and it opens, and then you get in, and then you click on the other door open a bunch of times, but the first door has to close first, and then the other one opens slowly. Doesn't slow you down, but it's hilarious.
But the whole time you're in, there's elevator music.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Anything else, Dr. Fisher?
Yeah, I can just about make it inside the elevator. So.
Yep. Cool. Awesome. Oscar, it's your turn.
Do it.
Yeah. How sturdy do I get the sense that these guys are?
Pretty sturdy.
Pretty fucking sturdy. Okay.
Yeah, you can hear now that they're in action. They're more metal than biological matter.
Sure. Well, Oscar's not taking any more chances with that guy. So I think he's gonna blink up onto the rafter here, and then same guy he's gonna take another attack at.
Okay. AC of 5. Try to roll something higher than a 5.
Yeah, that's hard for me today, apparently.
I don't know if you know this or not, but basically every day. Hey, there it is.
Oh, yeah, it does hit, though.
So when you deal 21 damage, it doesn't really matter how sturdy they are at all.
Yeah.
So you just sever him in half, and you hear the of the grinding of your monoblade against the metal spine that he has, and it kind of falls to the ground and it's kind of sparking and sputtering on the ground now. And just the faintest hit of blood mixed with a bunch of oils and diesel and stuff.
He's not even necessarily dead. He's just out of the show.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. I think with that, he yells to the others, doesn't have to go further than that.
Fantastic.
The other monoblade one specifically.
Okay.
Since the grunts seem to be taking instructions.
Yeah, so I think that the other one, because remember, you guys are kind of being controlled by someone who's not at any risk right now.
Yeah.
He just he kind of looks at you, and he raises his left hand. His right hand is where the monoblade is. He raises his left hand, and his wrist detaches and folds upwards, bending backwards, and you see a barrel come out, and then he fires some lasers at you.
Lucky me.
Can you deflect lasers? Is it only projectiles?
No, physical projectiles.
Yeah.
I wish I could deflect.
Yeah, so that one
focused
like
light.
wings you in the shoulder, and you like stumble back into the wall, and again you get like the the warning symbols. Yeah, you take 3 damage.
Yeah, he just curses. Fuck.
Yeah, and he comes over here, and he looks like he's bending down to pick up the crate. He obviously uses his action, so he's not going to actually do that, but what he appears. So the soldiers, I'm going to roll a perception check. Fortune, can you roll a stealth check? They heard
Absolutely.
They heard the fire, but they may not have understood where it came from. So I'm going to roll a perception check for them, and you can roll a stealth check, and we'll see how well that goes.
Oh.
Well, they have to. Oh, yeah.
Hold on, that's 1. We're going to do it for all of
Oh,
them.
no. Okay.
2.
PCs win ties.
Yep. No, they
Yeah!
they don't know what the hell just happened. So instead, they're all gonna fire at Oscar again. Actually, no, they're not. 2 of them are going to move, help the cyborg grab the crate, move out with it. Have about this. The other one is gonna fire at Oscar, just for fun. He's the one with the submachine gun, just to make it interesting. So he's firing with burst. AC is 1. Other modifier 2. He misses. Doesn't matter. Just pings off the railing. We just get the movie sparks flying off the railing as it's impacting all around him.
The stormtroopers here.
Yeah, exactly. Fortune, it's your turn.
I would go over comms and be like, super quiet. Where's he at? Specifically asking Oscar.
Cyborg on your at your 2. I'm assuming it's like telling you relative to where I presently am and where I assume you are.
Jordan, can you put me on top of these crates?
I sure can. Oh, that's why I removed it. Because last time when you guys were floating, that time the Chan got shot in the head, I removed the boxes so that you guys could see over everything because you had vision.
Yeah.
That time the Chan got shot in the head.
Yeah, we heard you the first time.
Yeah, that all went great. It was fine in the end.
If you say so, I'm still not having a great time. So
it all went fine in the end.
I would crawl up on top of the box, and I'm going to aim a sniper rifle at cyborg number 2.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So you ring it off your shoulder, you slam it down, and you take your aim.
Gently place it down. I'm trying to stay stealth.
Okay, fair. Go. So now what you can see is kind of running past that guy that you saw before. You see 2 individuals with a crate in between them, and they're kind of chugging to run down the ramp.
I was like, what the hell? She pulls the laser rifle off her back. It's just training it on them.
Do you fire?
She heard gunfire. She assumes they're the enemy.
Okay.
They're stealing stuff off our ship.
They have an AC of 7, and don't forget you could burst.
Yep, got it.
Because I always forget to burst with all of my NPCs. Not that I've ever needed it, to be fair.
Ow, still missed.
Oh, you rolled a 4 too, damn. Yeah, so the just fires off. Kind of around them, and some of it bounces off the box and reflects. And you see the leader guy, that you can tell the leader guy, he kind of covers his head and he looks around and he's like, what the hell is going on? So he's gonna roll a mental effect save.
Kugo gives him the up nod.
Yeah, and the smart thing here is a pass, and the dumb thing here is a fail. No, he's gonna do the dumb thing. So Oscar, he pulls out a weapon. And you're not sure, you've never seen this exact type of weapon before. In fact, I'm just going to put that. Cool. He pulls out a weapon. You're not sure what it is, but it's like a sidearm. And you see it kind of like glow with this light, sort of like a energy weapon or a laser weapon. And he fires it at you, and it shoots this kind of sickly green bolt out at you.
Yeah, I bet it does.
And it misses.
Thank fucking God. Okay.
So, Oscar, it impacts like right next to where your head is as you're backed up against the wall, and you turn and look, and you see the bulkhead beginning to like melt under its heat. And then
Did you yell that in a stealthy manner, Fortune?
That is all in my head, but Fortune noticed that there is something over there he may want.
And he exits the ship, running down the ramp. Dr. Fisher.
Where's the door?
I like how he just, dude, this is totally Dr. Fisher. So he literally ran past the door and then had to turn around and come back to the door.
No, Fortune saw that, by the way. That is in my field of view.
It's fine. I was just starting to proper cover. That's all I was doing. It's completely fine.
Just making sure you didn't get shot at running past the door, right?
Yeah, totally. I have no knowledge of this ship, so leave me alone. It's
That's
fine.
exactly what Dr. Fisher would say.
If it's not the med bay, I don't know where I am.
Exactly.
Holy shit, that was funny. Phil, let me help you out.
Yes. Okay. Bad guys. I shoot at them.
Which one?
Yes.
Yes. The closest one
Correct.
to me.
Okay, the one carrying the box or the one that's like actively firing in your direction?
Actively
make a
firing
roll?
is probably
Okay, good,
better
good.
choice.
Go for it.
AC of 7, you said?
Yep, they have AC 7.
Holy
Yes.
crap, I actually hit something.
Dead
Holy
on a
shit.
20.
Yeah, so Dr. Fisher skids around the corner, slides. He does the sock slide, right? Across. He probably is in his socks, to be fair. He does the sock slide across the floor, spins around, runs out onto the plank, closes his eyes, fires, and this guy just immediately drops dead.
I really want to figure out how long it's been since I last actually hit something.
Good luck. Oscar, it's your turn.
Cyborg.
All right. Slice him up.
These guys are moving with a crate. The guys are moving fairly slow, right?
Yeah, they're basically at half speed.
Yeah. Cyborg.
All right. AC of 5. So you slice him, and your weapon bites deep.
Oh shit! Actually, that wasn't rolled correctly. I rolled that as an attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be. I should have had another D8.
Okay. Roll another D8 then.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
that is enough
Okay.
to take him out of the fight. You previously were not going to, but
Yeah.
it bites
No,
deep,
I
and for a
goofed
moment,
and I clicked the wrong macro.
yeah, for a moment he kind of like wobbles, and he like brings up his little built-in laser pistol, and then just like you can see him like power down and collapse over.
Hey Jordan, is this door supposed to be closed for me?
It's part of the wall because I'm not smart. So if I delete it, we'll lose like literally the entire ship.
We don't want that.
So am I still able to see the guy that ran out that
No,
way?
he actually jumped down the ramp and ran around the corner.
Mhm.
Well, shit.
You can see me probably, but
Yeah. Yeah, you probably see Gogo like firing up from the ramp.
I'm giving you crazy hand signals that you don't understand.
Yeah, I'm like, stop waving at me. I'm trying to shoot.
So, are you gonna move, Oscar?
Yeah, I do still have my movement, don't I?
Mhm.
He's
Could like blink back down there. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, he's gonna block the way.
Yeah. So as you blink back down there, these two guys who are running out, they kind of skid to a halt, and the box drops between them, and they kind of look at each other, and then they throw down their weapons, and they say, "Parlay."
Yeah.
And
Parlay.
parlay. Gogo, this individual appears to be running, but you're gonna get another shot on him.
Okay. Yeah. Shoot.
He has an AC of 3, by the way.
Oh, goody.
Listen, Fisher hit something, so I believe in you.
Damn!
Wow. So
Maybe
you
they-
hit him in the leg, and he kind of like he falls, he tumbles, and he gets up, and he's like limping heavily, but he is like actively still running.
Well, wait. I'm gonna run after him.
You gonna run after him? So you're gonna chase him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool. So I think that
Just tell him to stop. Don't kill him.
the perfect ending to this session is the limping individual is like running, like pushing people over, like running through the streets. Gogo's like laser rifle like chugging after him. Oscar's like big ass sword, and he's got these two individuals who now have their hands raised, and they're like on their knees, with like Fortune and Fisher's gun trained on them. And that's probably where we end, where we fade to black as Gogo chases the individual through the streets. The rest of you have captured 2 of them.
Nice.
So,
Cyborg's fucking everything up.
Look at that. A combat
No.
that Fisher didn't die in.
I know, it's amazing.
and Oscar hit 2 things.
He annihilated 2
Yeah.
things.
That's true. True. Cool. So everybody get a 1500 experience. Congratulations. And I think that about does it. Good to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good for the 21st. Everybody else is.
We got to talk about that.
Okay, we'll talk about the
But
21st later.
We'll revisit it. Yeah, I got a lot of shit coming up.
No worries.
But we can
you
talk.
you will be my Fisher. It's fine.
Okay.
At least
gonna
you'll
do my
tell me.
best.
At least you'll tell
I'm
me ahead
gonna
of
do
time.
my best, and we'll talk about it.
Okay, cool. Well, anyway, we're gonna go. Thank you all for being here. It was fun to play again. And
Moving on.
thanks for moving into double digits for this season for us finally.
Huzzah.
Yay!
Yay. Okay. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye. One day we
Okay. Thank you all for being here. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Tune in next week, maybe, for the exciting conclusion of this particular game. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Or this particular combat. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.